We gotta stop him and get my life back.
You be safe now. Please.
Hey Jane, how you doing?
Hey Albert, how's it going?
I'm doing great. I gotta tell you, I loved It's a Wonderful Knife. I just,
Oh, I'm so
I was
glad.
so floored with it. I loved everything about it. I love the Christmas classic mixed with the serial killer, and you just rocked this movie. You gave it a home run and then some.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
First question is, how did you get involved with the film?
I got an email from the casting director, and it essentially was kind of on behalf of Michael and Tyler saying, hey, we really like Jane. Do you think that they would like this project? Here's the script. And I never had that before. You know, it wasn't like a normal audition email that you get because I was apparently on a short list and Tyler really wanted me. So that was so cool. I was so grateful for that experience. And they asked me if I would want to send an audition or meeting or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I want to send an audition for this. I love this. I love this character. So I sent in an audition and then had a meeting with Tyler, and that was it. You know, that's kind of how I got on.
That's awesome. And like I said, I loved you in this lead role. You were fantastic. And you had such great chemistry with everyone in the film. Like you were the driving force, and you know, especially with Jess, and Justin Long cracked me up with
Oh God,
the
me
voice,
too.
the voice
Oh
he
my
had
God.
to do in the movie. I was laughing so hard every time he was in the film. I had to laugh at him because just the way he talks.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious. Even just the veneers alone will make you laugh, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But what was it like working with especially Jess and Joel, because you did a lot of screen time with those two especially. What was it like working with those two in particular?
Yeah, Joel is amazing. He really was, you know, kind of like a dad figure for me on set. Anytime I had a problem, he would be like, what can I do to help? And I would be like, thanks, Dad, you know? And he was just so sweet. And his comedy comes from such a grounded place that it's really, really cool to be able to just watch what zinger he's going to put in next. One of the lines in the film that he says, I say, you know, I didn't get into NYU, Mom. And he goes, oh, thank God, that would have cost us a lot of money. That is Joel. That was not a line in the script, you know, and that is so something that like Joel would say as a father, you know? So I just found that really funny. And I feel like a lot of this role is Joel. There's, you know, when I watch Community, there are a lot of things that I'm like, oh, that's Jeff, you know, that's not Joel. But this is like, I was like, God, this is you, like a dad
Before
making
that,
a bit the entire
even before Community, when he did the soup, it was like,
Oh yeah.
that was when I knew like this guy's gonna be hysterical, and it was perfect.
Yeah. And then Jess, I mean, Jess is freaking incredible. They had a like book that they would keep every day at work, and it would just guide everything that they had to do, you know, what each scene was. And mine was on my iPad. I had a giant timeline, but it's just so cool to see the way that these two actors work and how they do different things. I'm a child actor, so I love watching different actors' processes because it's so different from my own. And it's cool to be able to see these people work. And I mean, Justin is just insane. You could give him, like, you could say 2 words to him and he would give you a 10-page monologue in character about the 2 words that you gave him. So it's, you know, they're insane.
Yeah, exactly. And oh my gosh, the action, the kill scenes are great in this too. I mean, I like the fact that I was telling Tyler in our interview, I think we could have a new icon in our hands with the Angel. You know,
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that you're like one of the best final girls out there.
Thank you.
You're like up, like, because you just, the way you go up, like starting going up after this guy, you know, both modern and ultimate, you know, alternate universe. I mean, I think we need more of something like that. You know, we really
I agree. Yeah.
and it must have been crazy taking on this type of killer. What was that like? Did you do a lot of your own stunts, or?
I did actually, yeah. I did a lot of my own stunts. The one where the angel, I opened the door and the angel's right there, that is all me. It was funny, they actually wouldn't let me kick the door because I guess that was like a safety hazard or something. My foot could go through the door, who knows? So there was a PA at the bottom, like just shutting the doors. So, you know, there's just always weird things with stunts that you wouldn't think of. But I loved doing stunts, and I love doing stunts on this project, especially because everybody on the stunt team was incredible and made me feel so safe. I had probably 3 or 4 rehearsals for stunts before this, so I was very, very prepared. And I was not expecting to look good doing these stunts because I'm very gangly and, you know, like long limbed. When we were doing Yellowjackets and doing the soccer like practice that we had to do before we started filming, the guy looked at me and was like, "Were you a dancer? Because you're like prancing down the field." So I was really scared that I was just gonna wreck this rehearsal and the stunts would look horrible. But they were like, "No, this looks so good. Like, you're doing so well." But it really turned out so well. And looking at them now, wow, I was not expecting it to look that good, and it really does. And I think that that's just is something to be said for how our camera team and our stunt team worked so well together.
I totally agree with that. And like I said, you come from a dance. Look, I'm guessing you came from a dance background, and if that's the case, that does help with stunts. I can tell you that, because I know quite a few people who had dance backgrounds. They started training those stunts, and they're like naturals now. Like it's like
maybe that was the case. I guess it's just not good for when you're doing soccer.
maybe not. Yeah, maybe not soccer, but yeah, but doing fight scenes and stuff like that. That's what it really could really help you. But I gotta say, this is a great film that you did, and I'm hoping you get to do another project like this.
Me too. Yeah,
there might even be we might even have maybe a follow up to this, maybe a second, maybe The Angel Returns, and somehow you
I do have a theory about that.
Oh, do you?
If you want to hear it.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to hear your theory. I gotta hear this.
Here's my sequel theory. So Bernie and I go off to college, right? Or I don't go to college, but I live in NYU and I start my own photography business. Bernie's at college, and I realize that there is an evil Bernie. So there's 2 Bernies, and an evil Bernie somehow made it into this reality from the alternate reality when we went in. So we have to, like, Back to the Future style, go back in time and kind of figure out how evil Bernie got into our timeline and prevent her from going into our timeline again, and like defeat evil Bernie. And at one point I can't tell who is real Bernie and who's evil Bernie. Yeah, that's my idea.
What I could also picture is make evil Bernie wear the angel outfit.
Yeah. And then I reveal it and I see, oh my God, it's Bernie. And then like real Bernie's next to me, or is evil Bernie next to me? Who knows?
Okay, we need to pitch that to Tyler and Michael.
I know.
I think we definitely will have to do that. So with that said, what's next for you now that this is finally out and people are checking it out? And I've been seeing a lot of good reviews on this movie. Thank gosh.
I
was really excited.
I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, nothing I can talk about yet. But yes, definitely next year. So hopefully I can talk about it soon.
Yeah, and let's just say I think we need to pitch Michael and Tyler that little sequel thing. I think we're gonna need to collaborate on that somehow.
For sure.
So It's a Wonderful Life is now in theaters. It's going to be coming to Shudder soon. You all need to check this one out. This is probably one of the best Christmas holiday horror films out there today. And Jane, thank you so much for talking about it.
Thank you so much for all the support and for chatting with me. I really appreciate it.
All right, take care and have a good day.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye.